walking exercise.
It's not true.
There's no sense then. LaGuardia has very little international stuff though, because they've got like a 2,500 mile limit or something.
Terminal 2, you're right about. Terminal 2 sucks in London. But Terminal 5 is great. Only problem is, only fucking British Airways flies there.
Brussels and Schiphol, you have to walk a lot.
Schiphol is also nice as well. But again, I'm not even talking about, it's just the aesthetic, you know? You land in JFK and it's like, wow, I've just landed in fucking Nigeria or something like that. Like, the fuck is this?
Brussels airport is a horrible layout. It sucks.
Schiphol is nice though.
It's nice,
Amsterdam.
it's big, but you have to walk a lot. Brussels
Yeah.
is the one that you have to walk so much.
Dude, you know what's a piece of shit is Heathrow. Everybody was like, Heathrow.
No,
It's like,
Heathrow is good.
No, it really depends on the terminal. Which terminal did you
I was in the fancy terminal at, you know, the British Airways first class lounge and everything, and like, I still just felt like Heathrow was kind of grungy and old and.
You've been through Terminal 5, if it was Terminal 5, it's the new
with the shop, with the shops, yeah. I mean, that part was nice.
No, there's
the rest
every
of the
terminal has shops.
Well, this was like all the. Yeah, this was like this was like Hermes and Rolex and all that.
They got that in Terminal 2 as well.
How long ago was that, Home?
I don't know which terminal I was in, to be honest. I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, there's basically out of 5 terminals, 4 are shit.
That sounds like a bunch of guys who have never flown through LAX.
LAX is a shithole also.
Yeah, it's also.
Most airports suck. Dubai is very nice.
Well,
Yeah.
Singapore is amazing.
Qatar
Yeah, it's
is
mostly the Asian ones that are.
Abu Dhabi's great. Anywhere with a good leader actually has a good
Have
airport.
a proper private terminal.
It's because they're all brand new. You know.
Go
Well,
on.
it's a separate terminal. It's for not peasants.
Bro, see, Andrew's just stunting on all of us now. We're all fucking peasants.
Yeah, American airports are shitty because we built ours first, and so they're old and, you know.
See, David knows. That's
The richest country on earth can't afford to rebuild an airport.
We have nice airports with brand new terminals and everything, but
I
like,
actually think Vegas has a decent airport sometimes, like compared to most.
Vegas is fine. It's a good, solid.
Miami's getting better.
DFW.
For the U.S., Vegas is very nice. It's not like anything like the fancy Asian.
Of course not.
Vegas, you know what's nice about the Vegas airport is it's the best run airport in America. You know, like I never
out gambling.
Yeah, I never have problems at Harry Reid. Never.
Is Abu Dhabi nice now, British? When I got through there,
It's not as nice as Dubai
there
or
were more
Muslim.
screens there than I've ever seen in my entire
Yeah, no,
life.
they're rebuilding it. They're actually rebuilding it. They're not rebuilding. They're building a second airport in Dubai as well, which is going to be great.
I believe Japanese have the best operational airport, Narita. They claim that they've never lost a single piece of luggage in 30 years. Ever.
I believe it.
Narita's nice, but it's older than a lot of the other. Like it's like nice and very clean and everything, but it's not brand new. It's
Right.
It's super efficient.
I will say that if you're in the first class lounge, every airport is more or less the same.
No, all the American first class lounges are trash.
Not in Tanzania.
Well, the American ones are pretty bad, actually. Yeah, that's true.
Come to Emirates first class lounge in Dubai. So
I was in the Qantas one at LAX. It was very nice, and then the British Airways one in Heathrow was very nice.
The new Capital One lounges are actually really nice. I don't even have the card to be able to get it.
They won't even give you the card.
You wouldn't even get a Capital One card?
I paid
It's your
for
credit
two
score.
I paid for 2 different high-end.
You open up an Equifax and it just says, always wrong.
All in on Bitcoin is what it said.
I'm not a big airport lounge guy though. You know what I mean? Because like I try and
It's better to get there and fly out.
yeah, cut your time at the airport. You know.
Although the best thing about Dubai Airport, first class and business, is you can actually go into the lounge 24 hours before the flight, right? and you can basically live in there. Like, yeah, it's amazing.
I have slept in Dubai airport. They have got like these little rooms.
Yeah, I have
that
too.
are amazing.
They got hotels, yeah. They got that in
No,
Colombia.
they're no hotels. They're like they're just like a part of the lounge, but they have got like your private little room, and you go to sleep there.
Yeah, British. Issa's not talking about a hotel inside there. She's talking about
Our lobsters actually.
No, it was
Yeah,
not hotel.
it's a little pod. You get jumped into like a cucumber,
Yeah.
and then claustrophobic.
No, it was not that. It was part of the lounge, but they have got like these individual rooms. And I just went there for like 3 hours or 4, but I really needed to sleep.
Yo, our treasury companies are getting fucking ass raped in Ola right now.
Well, what
I
other
haven't even checked.
opportunities are you suggesting?
Yeah, where the fuck is Jimmy, bro?
How's sweet baby Naka doing? Is it doing okay?
Bro, no, it's not doing okay. We're under $11 right now.
Just barely. It's doing fine.
It's $10.99. We're getting fucked. We're getting railroad, and then MSTR is about to fly. And, you know, David Bailey has still got $750 million locked up until August 11th.
It's coming soon.
Oh, I just need to, I want Naka to get, what did you say? It's going to get to $1,000 a share.
Yeah, we got, minimum.
I'm going to tweet that. American Hollow just told me Naka's going to $1,000 a share.
Go ahead, tweet it. Tweet it. David Bailey, I'll retweet that shit.
Today I'm going to be trying what many consider the worst alcohol in America. Today I'm going to
Oh shit, Simon Dixon has just posted a tweet saying, I joined the Bitcoin community in 2011. I still remember the Bitcoin Not Bomb segment on Let's Talk Bitcoin. Fuck Zach Shapiro and his ex-CIA team at BTC Policy Org. Fuck banks, fuck empire, fuck war.
He feels
That's
irrelevant.
amazing.
He feels irrelevant
He is irrelevant.
in actual contests. You should be able to lean into that, British.
We got to get Mohan to come back to Twitter to respond to them.
Wait, so what happens if somebody tells them that they were in earlier? Will he blow a gasket, or what will he do?
Be like, I was in 2010, and I remember when faggots like you weren't even here yet. That's what you need to say.
No, we need to get Mohan to respond. And it's like, well, I remember the Bitcoin Not Bombs on Let's Talk Bitcoin, but I don't remember you in 2011, Simon. Are you sure? That'd be funny.
Mohan's not into Twitter drama though,
I know.
which is smart.
John, are you
It's actually Mohan's best take.
Only good take.
I love Simon Dixon railing against Zach. Like, trying to use Zach to regain
I like that he put asterisks in his fuck too. He's too polite to write fuck.
Who is he really? I mean, I've seen him around for like 18 months.
He lost a bunch of money on Celsius is where I first heard about him.
He's an OG. He's an OG. He's an OG from back in the day. He's been around a long time. He's just kind of a bit of an ass clown from Bitcoin's early days.
He tried he does have a chip on his shoulder because he tried to do something with the Isle of Man years ago. His time sucked. He was unable to get into the something from the bank or into banking through that.
Bank of the Future or something.
Yeah. He did Bank of the Future with some deals and. Unsurprisingly, pretty much all of the things he stuck his hand into just was a miserable failure compared to Bitcoin. And true failure as well. Projects just failed.
I think he wrote a book in 2011 or 2012 or something that's the first to save Bitcoin, as he claims. I don't know who knows, but probably.
But see, he was there in the early meetings back up, and he knows exactly what Bitcoin was supposed to do.
Oh, got it. So
BlackRock,
he's like a certified.
How dare we support BlackRock and allow them to co-opt Bitcoin and take over? So
But he's our leader.
play with them, British. You can play with this guy gingerly and just bust him. Zach already broke him. It's very fragile right now.
Okay, you can't listen to the American version of events. You got to read the Soviet history to really understand what happened.
Yeah.
The fact that he's acting this way does let you know that Zach got to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a full 24 hours later that he's posting this.
He's been thinking about it the whole time.
He's been crafting this perfect tweet.
Yeah, Andrew's right. I mean, there are a lot of these people. Andrew knows a lot of them. I know a lot of them. Who were very early. Many of them who fucked up their Bitcoin holdings. I mean, frankly, like they should have a lot more Bitcoin than they currently do, but they were imprudent, and so they don't. And they thought that when Bitcoin finally arrived and did all the things that they said it was going to do, that they would be celebrated and that they would be playing the role of Michael Saylor and have worldwide acclaim and all this kind of stupid shit. And they didn't realize that, like, nobody cares about them. You know, nobody knows who they are. Nobody cares. It's just some guy from the early days. Who cares? What have you done lately? That's sort of everyone's feeling. What have you done lately, bro? Nothing? Okay.
Oh wow, Simon actually posted the full 13 minutes of Zach being in a part. I hadn't heard that. I gotta go listen to this.
I didn't hear it either. I should go listen to it. Somebody pipe it in. JC, pipe it in. Let's listen to Zach tear apart Simon Dixon. It's on Simon Dixon's Twitter. The tweet where he says Zach Shapiro can taste this nut sack or whatever it is.
Trump's opinion that Netanyahu is a hero. What do you think is behind that?
I first of all, I don't know what that has to do with this, and I don't know what you're talking about specifically. What statement by Trump are you?
So Trump came out and called Netanyahu a hero while they visited the White House.
Nothing to do with the conversation. We're talking about trying to decipher.
Yeah, well, it's boring. Let's move forward.
But your commentary is about, like, what do you think of opinions somebody else said about somebody else? How is that relevant to trying to decipher a scientific or medical?
I want to understand that. I like to understand who's standing up for the Bitcoin policy. I get lots of messages there. It's about understanding who Zach is, just like you can understand. So, do you believe there's a starvation campaign in Gaza right now, Zach?
I'm not going to get into Middle East politics.
It's not Middle Eastern politics. Is there a starvation campaign in Gaza right now? You talk about Israel. You talk about Israel, Zach, all the time. So, why do you believe there's a starvation campaign in Gaza right now?
By starvation campaign, you mean intentional effort to starve people.
Yes.
Not that I'm aware of, but I am not an expert. I wouldn't be the one to know.
Okay, so you don't see the Holocaust that I see.
I don't think I see something I would describe as a Holocaust.
Right.
Okay.
So your line of logic, Zach, use and weight the experts that you believe would be able to make the correct judgment on that, and then give your answer.
Based on the reporting I've heard, and I can't stress enough that I am not an expert on Middle East politics or what's happening in the Middle East. I don't speak for the Bitcoin policy.
No, it does matter, because here's why. You don't have to have an opinion on everything that happens.
But Zach talks about Israel. He does have an opinion. He does have an opinion.
I have to have an opinion on what vaccines are.
But Zach does have an opinion.
Because I have
discredited.
right?
He does have an opinion on Israel.
I don't control.
Zach, what's your opinion? What's your opinion on what Israel is doing right now, and why is Trump backing it?
Why is Trump backing it? Again, this
why is America paying for the highest court in the row? That's classified as a plausible genocide.
I will humor you and give you my personal opinion on that. I want to say I am not an expert. I do not have any inside knowledge on this, and I do not speak for BDI on this. And in fact, I disagree with people at BDI. My view on what Israel is doing is that Hamas is the bad guy in this war. I think Israel's not being careful enough not to harm civilians, but I think it is very hard not to harm civilians when Hamas is in a tunnel structure that they built that they keep their civilians out of. Right?
And you can't figure out that nobody's blowing up any tunnels when they're on tunnels, and all they've done is taken 70% of the land, and they've concentrated them in a camp right now while they're starving them and haven't let them in food for 3. I don't even follow it. You comment on Israel.
I know the stated aims of Hamas, which actually is to kill all the men, women, and children in Israel. Right? That is what they say. That's not
the definition of a genocide.
All right, let's get to something more fun. Okay, I mean, look, those are.
No, I just want people to know who Zach is. And why is America? Why is America that's funding a genocide right now? Why is this a taboo topic? Why are you not outraged by what your government's doing right now? Why is it that that's a taboo topic that no one can talk about? When Zach talks about Israel, I mean, surely this is one of the most topical things that we should be talking about. There is literally a starvation happening. If you were watching a Holocaust during World War II, would you say something about it, knowing that the American government is paying for it right now, and Trump called Netanyahu a hero, while literally there is a starvation campaign going on right now? Why is that not a topic when you're somebody that wants to talk about Hamas and Israel, Zach?
Well, first of all, I don't talk about Hamas and Israel in public. I'm giving you my view, which is that I don't see it the same way you do. I do not see it as a genocide. I think we mean different things by genocide. Since you just said that killing all men, women, and children is not genocide in your view. I'm not sure.
You're a lawyer. Go to the Geneva Convention definition of a genocide. There are 5 characteristics of what a genocide is, and the highest court in the world has ruled it as a plausible genocide. And you know that your government is corrupt, and you know it's connected to Jeffrey Epstein, and you know that all of this is connected right now.
That might also be a point.
Point taken. This won't take back to Bitcoin. Maybe. Let's get back to Bitcoin price. Come on, guys.
As soon as it comes to talking about the real issue and what America's funding right now, and how it connects to Jeffrey Epstein, and how it connects to everything.
I would like to ask Simon, did your government commit starvation in Ireland?
Yes, they did. And
yes,
my government is a fucking travesty in terms of its history, and they rewrote history in order to try and paper it up. And America did exactly the same as we transferred, as that power structure was transferred over.
It's not the same.
Okay, and I really appreciate the Irish for standing up for the genocide case and getting behind what the absolute crimes against humanity that the American government is paying for right now in Gaza. There is literally a Holocaust.
Yeah. Yes, well, really starvation.
Okay, well, you're supportive of all the covert funding of terrorism and all the things that I try and help people. Yeah, because you don't even know who funds Hamas. You don't know the subject.
Can we please move on? Please move on to something else.
Yeah, Joe, always move on when it comes to talking about America's role in Israel, because in the world, it is the most important topic at the moment right now. Absolute bullshit. I told you to name the time and place. Okay. Now, if you wanted me to organise it, then fine.
I don't have a problem defending the record of the United States.
But
there's many sins and there's many flaws as to everything.
But I'm talking about the sin of today, the sin of right now, the one that all Americans don't want to talk about, the absolute Holocaust and campaign of starvation. And actually, there is a company called Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, GHF, that is actually funding, via America, the crimes against humanity that are being committed systemically, routing up Palestinians into a concentrated part of Palestine, while Israeli IDF terrorists are shooting at them and massacring them. But your media doesn't tell you that. You don't care about that. That's the untalkable, because this is what props up the dollar. It's war, violence, death, and destruction. And your media covers it up. And that's the issue. That's the issue of the world right now. And no one wants to talk about what's really happening.
About this all day long. There's faces on Israel and Hamas all day long on here. I see you in there. Okay? So to say no one wants to talk about it, I think it's a little bit of a stretch.
I'm I'm talking about people.
Go ahead, Simon.
Why would you say nothing about that? Are you happy with your government committing a Holocaust?
A lot of things in government, but areas of
If you're not on the ground seeing what's happening, you're not an expert in it.
and I'm not an expert in it. I try not to talk about things that I'm not an expert in, unless I'm asking questions to try to be more informed. Now, what I will tell you is that there are many things the United States is doing, both domestically and internationally, I do not agree with. Okay, I speak out where I can, where I think my voice matters as a subject matter expert. Other situations, I listen, and I don't just have to preach about it. Okay. Now, what I'm telling you about right here is that we have an opportunity to discuss what I think most people are in the space for, which is finance related, Bitcoin related, opportunities for people in the United States and even outside the United States. But if you want to derail this to a Hamas-Israel discussion, fine. We can do that. But
no, I just find it implausible that there is a Holocaust going on right now, and your government is the one that's the primary sponsor of it, and no one thinks that it's even worth talking about. I find that inconceivable because everyone would have talked about
Inconceivable. You're not on the ground. You don't know what's happening.
But I do watch every day for 650 days exactly what was happening on the ground, and listen and engage with people that are on the ground right now. Are you doing that?
This is becoming a crash out. Yeah. A little joint and some tea. Relax.
This is the conversation you have on another space. I'm not saying it's good or bad. This is like
you got a 3,000 Bitcoin invader.
From somebody around that's unequivocal, unconditional support for Israel when they're committing a genocide right now, and it just upsets me because I know so many people that are dying because of this crimes against humanity that U.S. companies are profiting from right now.
Right. Okay. Look, there's a lot of people on each side of this conflict.
Getting killed everywhere, starving everywhere, and endless wars, just misery. This is the state of the world.
Yeah, but who profits from all of them? Who profits from all of them?
Israel.
Who profits from all of them?
Okay, the American government profits from it. What are we supposed to do? Just bitch about it on Spaces? What do you mean? You want to go protest?
No, not just bitch about it from Spaces. Actually follow the money.
Organize. Follow the money. Take action.
People by saying this is the best country in the world while it commits a Holocaust, and appreciate that you are the ones that can actually do something about the people that are dying right now. It's only Americans that can stop this right now. You're the only ones, and you're ignoring it like a bitch.
You said we were powerless to the overall cabal that controls the world.
You're not powerless. Control your money. Understand what your government's doing. Recognize what you profit from, and fight against your government because people are starving and dying while you're profiting.
Take up arms against the United States government. I think you may have a seat.
Don't take up arms against the United States government, but share yourselves in Lockheed Martin. Share yourselves in Palantir. I heard you, Joe, while you were on a space saying anyone that talks against Palantir is an idiot conspiracy theorist. Do you know what Palantir are doing right now in Gaza? Do you know what they're doing in West Bank right now? Do you know what they are building right now? Do you understand that? And what profit? And if you're profiting from that, Joe, why don't you ask the question? Why do you try and discredit someone that wants to talk about it?
Hey, are these Bitcoin spaces all start saying we're talking about?
This is what Bitcoin was created for. It was created to stand up against the banks. It was created to defund the wars. It was created for this. I know that because I was there and you weren't. I was at those original presentations. I know what we were here for. And if banks want to say, oh, you should put it in BlackRock and make BlackRock more powerful, I have a problem with that, and I would like to communicate why that might not be the best idea for humanity, while you tell me that America's the best country in the world while it's killing and bombing children and starving them.
Simply the best.
Okay, you get it all out, Simon.
That's why Bitcoin was created. And Bitcoin allows me to boycott the Federal Reserve and the financial
Really?
And Bitcoin allows me to own it in self-custody and not hold it on BlackRock to buy.
Bitcoin's boycotting this and Bitcoin's preventing all this from happening. Then why are you concerned about BlackRock buying Bitcoin, Simon? Why do you care?
I am very concerned about BlackRock buying Bitcoin, and I spend all day.
This is really funny.
I wish I could solve all the problems, but if Americans would actually be more conscious with their money and stop buying into the bullshit that your government is feeding you, that you're the greatest country in the world while blowing up children and committing genocide.
Bitcoin gives you more power. It's a freedom technology, but it does not solve all the political problems in the world. And
it doesn't solve all the political problems in the world, but if you could stop profiting from genocide and understand and follow the money and stop saying you're a conspiracy theorist, because I actually just happen to notice what corporations are profiting from this genocide and what the incentives are and what the big beautiful bill does and what the CIA's role in this and what Mossad's role and why your presidents are blackmailed and what Epstein is, and you say, don't listen to him, bro. Stop talking about that, bro. It's a Bitcoin conversation. We created Bitcoin in order to stop these crimes against humanity.
For folks in the audience,
Joe said that I shouldn't be talking, but it's conspiracy theories.
I'm just following.
Hey, guys.
This is always how it ends.
The highest court in the world. Did you catch him saying that? He's against any and all authority, but he appeals to the highest court in the world, which is a joke anyway. And did you like how he said we created Bitcoin? I mean, there's some form of mental illness exhibited there.
He thinks he's very important.
Yeah.
He's passionate. He's suffering from the delusion that a lot of Bitcoiners suffer from, where they think that they're, a crucial part of Bitcoin's story. They're a freedom fighter. They're a champion. They're this. They're that. Only they get to say what happens on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's an open, permissionless global network, and so you're just another participant on the network at the end of the day.
It's probably just hard being right all the time. If you're right about Bitcoin, you just extend it to everything else.
That happens too.
Sounds like the Greta Thunberg of Bitcoin.
This is a classic libertarian trope, also. I love the Irish guy sliding in there and be like, what about your government? Like, yeah, bro, the British government is also extremely evil. And they were involved in the Jeffrey Epstein thing, too.
But that's not a good argument. Like Simon...
Well, no, he's screeching about the American government.
He's not screeching. We hear Americans screech about how great America is, too, right? But, he's just passionate. Like, the guy had a fucking meltdown.
A little bit of screeching going on there.
Well, there's Americans screeching in this room every day.
He's always screeching.
A lot of screeching.
For 2.5 hours. You could take his recording from 2 years ago, play it today, and no one would be able to tell the difference.
It's Andrew's right. Andrew's right. You take it from 8 years ago, Andrew.
Fine, but that's not the point, though. It is what it is. He's passionate about his bullshit. Whether you think it's true or not, he's having a fucking mental breakdown.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just, it's cringe.
I mean, I'm sure Lee would agree with him.
I've never.
Lee does agree with him.
I've never heard British white knight for somebody. I'm just the patriotism I'm witnessing right now.
I'm not white knight at all. The guy's in tears.
I've never seen it before. This British kindness from British people. It's
nice to know he's got some patriotism, actually. I like it.
I'm not even being patriotic. I don't think that's not the case here. I think Simon. I didn't realize that he had that much of a fucking mental breakdown. When I was laughing at it, I was like, "This is nuts."
Yeah. I think it's nuts. I mean, to your point, a lot of people, myself included, have hit breaking point and lost their shit before, and it was obvious that that's all that's happening. But I mean, it was pretty screechy. It was not somebody at their best.
Right.
No, I mean, especially not a mock in that moment.
I will.
Because you're American.
No, because because I hate libertarians who act like this.
Yeah, I think you can take people to
He's a libertarian. He's a libertarian retard.
It's all
when they cross the breaking point, I think there has
It's
to be
also, yeah, I agree. I mean, not to like decimate somebody, but like it was no difference to me than listening to like a Seattle communist preach about Gaza. I'm like, stop.
It's the same. It's performative. Yeah, it's performative. That's the thing about it. It's very performative. That's why he reposted the clip. He reposted the clip of himself
You
crying.
reposted these clips?
Yes. He
That's
reposted
so
it.
gay.
I'm telling you, it's performative. It's virtue signaling. You know? Simon Dixon has no problem scamming people. He's a faggot. Like, fuck him. He can cry all he wants about his stupid bullshit that he pretends to care about, but it's a virtue signal to cover up the fact that he's a shitty person. So spare me. I know who he is. I've watched him for many years. You know?
Do you think there's any truth to what he says?
What about Gaza?
Everything.
I think it is a genocide.
Yeah, I like that. It's good. It's good objective thinking. You guys know I like trolling people as well, right? But like, I stop when they get to the fucking breaking point. I don't like that. Like, I think that's sad. Sorry if that makes me a fucking faggot.
What were you saying, British? Okay.
I'm just saying, I like trolling as well, and I like taking people almost to the breaking point. But I don't like taking people past the breaking point. I don't know. Apologies if that makes me fat.
Simon Dixon took himself past the breaking point. You heard it.
No, Zach. You know Zach has the ability to do this. Come on.
Bro, if you let... Listen, man, if you let yourself get that triggered off of what I heard Zach doing in there,
you
Zach
don't know
is
how long it lasted before, right?
I don't know. This is a weird take for me, British.
I know. I get it. I just don't like seeing people have fucking mental breakdowns in public. Like, I just don't think that's cool. And I also think Simon has actually helped a lot of people buy Bitcoin as well.
Simon's also a scammer, though.
Sure. So is Max Kaiser. Max had Max Coin, right?
Yeah. Simon was scamming all the way up until very recently, and I'm still not sure what he's doing.
What was he scamming?
Is he actively scamming? He was, that's how he got all involved in the Celsius shit, because he was, investing in Celsius, directing people to Celsius, telling people to go to Celsius, when it was the most obvious scam in the world. So, I mean, the fact that he fell for his own bullshit, I mean, I guess it shows that he's stupid rather than nefarious, but still, it's like...
How crazy would it be if he's lost all of his Bitcoin in Celsius, and now he's picked up the Gaza Israel shit?
I bet you he's still, like, he strikes me as an OG who's done well, but not as well as he should have. Like, so he's probably, like, worth $100 million when he should be worth several $1 billion. And that's its own kind of pain,
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fuck him.
Listen, it's not fuck him or not or this or that. It's just like, it's kind of gay.
It's like if Max Kaiser was having a fucking emotional breakdown, I would also, not like to see that.
His own society is getting bent over and raped, and he cares more about Gaza. Like,
yeah, I agree. He's dumb.
Yeah. He's a stupid person.
He wants those people over there.
Right. He does. And they're going to stab his granddaughter, if she doesn't wear her hijab. You know what I mean? So.
Here comes the fucking perpetrator with the faggot PTR. We just saw what you did to Simon.
British is very.
Oh yeah, he posted stomach crying.
Yeah. British is very butthurt about it, actually. On Simon's behalf. He's butthurt by proxy. No, British just said it was hard to listen to. Because Simon was really having
people have mental breakdowns.
Yeah, he's having an emotional breakdown.
What's weird is that clip. I listened to someone when he posted. By the way, several of his followers now tagging Nick Fuentes and Dan Bilzerian, which I'm not sure what they're going to do about it, but it was apropos of nothing. Like, we were talking about Bitcoin, and then we were talking about his wild conspiracy theories, and then he realized the conversation wasn't going in the way that he'd hoped, and so then he turned to Gaza. And so most of what you're hearing, people like snickering or whatever, it's because that had zero to do with the conversation that was happening before. He just felt like that was the high ground he could stand on.
It's performative. That's what I said to British. It's performative. You can tell it's performative. That's why he reposted the clip of himself having his own mental breakdown. Because it's a performative mental breakdown.
Well, at least he left in the beginning where Joe was saying, what does this have to do with what we were talking about?
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know if you get to the end, but he eventually gets kicked off the stage by one of the moderators because he devolves into just straight up, like, real anti-America propaganda.
No, we didn't get that